It is 3:30 in the morning and I'm off to the Oreo conference in Munich. I think I can handle just about a packet of prawn cocktail crisps and some water. I am Dan and I am just starting out on this vlogging thing, trying to get used to being in front of a camera and trying out stuff. And I am at the airport right now, ready to get on board a plane to go to a couple of conferences. I've got one in Munich and one in Berlin. That's not usually what I do, like I'm not a big conference person, but it felt like a good place to start because I know how hard it is to start, and I've been pouring for months over trying to get this thing and trying to work out what a vlog might actually look like and even why, and people even interested in what I'm talking about. So hopefully I can give you some help with that and give you some tips and tricks of the stuff that I'm learning, and I have got a lot to learn and a lot of stuff to try. Tune in, here we go. So I'm starting myself off at the deep end. This is probably one of the most scary things I think that you can do. I'm walking through an airport, holding a camera, trying to focus on actually recording my video instead of all the people around me. And you know, it's super busy and there's loads going on. And I think confidence is one of the hardest things to do. You've just got to get used to it and get stuff done and start hitting record and have that camera out of your bag. Start doing things that you wouldn't normally do. It feels super weird, but there you go. Right, off to talk at the conference. When I kind of make my talks, I try and make them as actionable as possible, as workflow as possible, so people can kind of take them away and actually implement them or do something for themselves. I find that gets received a lot better. You know, they come back fired up and motivated and inspired to go off and do something, and if you can make it highly relevant, highly actionable, then it will be received really, really well. So, you know, challenge the stuff that you're doing and say, how can someone take this away and do something with it? Keep doing that and you'll have a really good talk. Right, gotta go. I'm all wired in, I've got my Madonna mic, I'm ready to go. So everything you see today is something that you can do with two people. And I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. And I want you to come out of today doing something, taking action, making a difference in your business with a small team that makes a huge, huge impact. So I know everyone's first question is, Dan, what are you shooting with? So I'm going to kind of get that out of the way now. I've got an A7R III right now with an f2 28mm lens on it, so quite a affordable lens. Not an affordable camera, but I happen to have this camera for my photography. It is by no stretch a camera that you actually need to do this stuff and don't feel like you need to invest a ton of money in this stuff to get started. I've got a Joby Gorilla Pod, so I've got the camera sat on that, and right now I'm using wireless lav mics, Sennheiser wireless mics to do the audio, but I'm definitely going to be moving to a shotgun mic. That's my kind of setup, really run and gun. I am going to be trying out a new gimbal that I've got when I get over there, so hopefully you'll see some gimbal shots weaved into this, but that's the whole rig, all of that. It's always a bit scary getting in front of a bunch of new people. If you're kind of new to like presenting and doing stuff, then I'd recommend that you really just spend time practicing your slides and knowing exactly what your material is. Use your slides to facilitate what you're going to say. So don't have like every single word on your slide, and don't have really, really wordy slides that people have to choose to read. You want them to be focused on you, so it's like simple slides that just give you prompts and bullets as to what you need to talk about next, and then practice run-throughs and you'll get it. Transformation isn't just about cultures or technology, it's about shifting habits and behaviours in people. And people take time to change. They tend to want to learn to add to their skills. So we tend to learn something new, but we don't tend to challenge what we already do and reinvent what we already do. Providing learning doesn't change people's propensity to learn. I think people really have a problem with starting, and they see these big numbers and they say, well, how do I get to that number? And just start, and to remember that the people that you're influencing, they're still people. And we look online and we see all these people with tens of thousands of followers and we think, how could we possibly get to that? But you should see those followers as an opportunity, as people that are interested in the thing that you want to talk about, and as potential audience that you could reach. If you have like 10 or 100 people in the room, that is such a big deal. Don't ever think that isn't a big deal, because it really, really is. And all you've got to do is just persevere, and more people will gravitate towards you.
The human element, and we talk about how we work together.
Start small, get whatever you want to do going, and do it.
Michael Gress here, 366 videos. How'd you get started?
I started to do videos for the SharePoint community, and so we go on conferences, I did interviews. On the other hand, I do podcasts to have a very structured workflow to get a sustainable and regular.
How did you get over the initial, being on video?
Quality was always a major concern for me. I dropped lots of interviews or things I have already recorded and didn't publish it because I wasn't satisfied with it.
Thank you.
Find a topic you're passionate about.
So you need a topic that you've got enough interest in. You can't just be this kind of side thing that you do and see how it works out. It's like, no, I've got lots that I want to talk about. A tiny Super Nintendo. That is cool.
People don't just buy into the thing that you're talking about, they also buy into you as a person and your story. Everyone's got a story to tell, everyone's got something fascinating to say about themselves. Tell that story, share what you are passionate about, and those people that share those interests, they're going to come towards you and they're going to support you and they're going to lift you up.
Speak your truths. You've got to find what is going to enable you to do what you want to do, not hinder you.
You have everything on your smartphone to create a good video.
Bring your opinion. Don't feel like you have to come up with all the ideas. Interview people. The burden isn't on you completely to put the whole thing together and to do it.